And with that, we welcome you to Les Murakami Stadium in Manoa for this very special night to honor the legendary coach Les Murakami for his induction into the College Baseball Hall of Fame. I'm Scott Robbs, and I will be your MC for this exciting evening. But before we get things going, we want to bring out some alums and guests of honor. We would like to first recognize some very important dignitaries joining us on the field. University of Hawaii at Manoa Director of Athletics, Matt Elliott. Chair of the House Committee on Higher Education, Representative Andrew Takuya Garrett. And Assistant Majority Whip, Vice Chair of the Senate Committee on Housing, Senator Troy Hashimoto. And last but definitely not least, your coach of the Rainbow Warriors, head coach Rich Hill. And now, we would like to bring out some legends of the program who are here to celebrate this amazing honor with Coach. Ladies and gentlemen, entering from the third base bullpen gate, a group of over 50 players, coaches, assistants of Coach Murakami throughout his years, some of whom have traveled very far from the mainland and points beyond to be here tonight. Let's welcome the legends. Members of the 1970s, Gerald Ako, Kurt Tank Watanabe, Ron Zero Nomura, Vern Ramey, Kent Yamasi. Members of the 1980 College World Series team, Wes Kimura, Ricky Bass, Howard Dashevsky, Assistant Coach Coop Durin, Eric Tokunaga, and the Spider Monkey, Joel Lono. Stars of their era, Billy Blanchett, Matt Apana, Mario Monaco, John Guido Matias, Tyler Sheff, Marcus Owens, Harold Kabab, Steve Otani, Randy Inaba, Mark Rasmussen, Greg Nealon, Chris Walls, if you remember, played both basketball and baseball for UH, Kyle Tengon, Franz Ewan, Tyler Sheff, Corey Ishigo, Jay Holland, Moku Paiva, Kelsey Issa, John Viella, Terry Derby, Dean Hashimoto, Donovan Oda, Lance Bellin, Jason Espiritu, Trey Garman, Kirk Taguchi, Richard Olson, Pat Dugan, and Artie Wilson. Artie Wilson played baseball, guys. Give it up for these guys. Time now to introduce some special guests. First, he was the first ace of the Coach Les Murakami era out of Aiea, Gerald Ako. Carl Furatani. Ronnie Nomura. Hall of Famer, legendary Wichita State head coach Gene Stevenson. And the greatest pitcher in the history of college baseball, without a doubt, the great Derek Tatsuno. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the man of the hour. He amassed 1,079 career wins, won a combined 12 conference regular season and tournament titles, led UH to 11 NCAA tournament appearances, including that 1980 College World Series runner-up. His name is on the very stadium that we're all sitting in, or I'm standing in, tonight. Baseball fans, show your love for the 2025 College Baseball Hall of Fame inductee, Coach Les Murakami. Coach is coming out from the first base side. Joining the coach on the field, his wife Dot, caregiver Brian, children Rob and Chris, grandkids Max and Maddox, son-in-law Richard, and daughter-in-law Jennifer. At this time, I'd like to call up to the podium for a few words to talk about the impact this program and the coach had on him. Let's call up Gerald Ako. Gerald, would you like to come up and have a couple of words?
Good evening. I'm Gerald Ako, and believe it or not, I played in this very spot some 50 plus years ago for Coach Les. But it was a different time. It was a time when Coach Les took over a team with no uniforms, borrowed his Sheridan's team uniform, and hence the birth of the green and orange. And it was a different time. For few knew that the University of Hawaii actually had a baseball team. But Coach Les, to promote the team, bought t-shirts for the first 600 fans that came through the gate. We played a 6-game series with Cal Poly Pomona. And after the 6 games, we had leftover t-shirts. And it was a time when we were never in a conference and played primarily local teams as the Asahis, Huipa'ani, the Marines, and perhaps a few college teams that came to visit Hawaii. It certainly was a different time. And yet, Coach Les, I remember that he had the audacity and he had the boldness to tell me, Gerald, we are going to bring more fans into the stadium than any other team in the nation. And then in 1977, in a regional playoff game against the University of Southern California, Coach Les filled Aloha Stadium with 18,000 fans. And then year after year, UH baseball brought in more fans to fill the seats than any other NCAA baseball team. And he had the audacity to say that UH baseball was going to be the best team in the country. We were going to play the best. We were going to beat the best. And we were going to become the best. But that was very hard to imagine back then, for we just came off playing the University of Oklahoma. We lost 24-6. And you could hear the fan in the stadium saying, look, Oklahoma scored in every inning except one. And it was in that inning that they scored 10, and there was no room to post the one. But then in 1977, Coach Les guided us to become the #1 ranked team in the nation. And in 1980, he took his team to the College World Series. And the vision goes on and on, like all of you here know. So tonight, Coach Les, the light in Manoa shines upon you and only you. This is your night. On behalf of all of your former players, who all we wanted to do was wear the green and orange, welcome to the Hall of Fame.
We couldn't hear you. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce Representative Andrew Takuya Garrett and Senator Troy Hashimoto, who will present Coach Les with a special proclamation.
All right, good evening, Rainbow Baseball fans. It is a real honor to recognize a true legend, the one and only Coach Les Murakami. I want to acknowledge the Murakami family, university leadership, former players, and many members of our community that are here this evening. Your presence reflects the extraordinary impact Coach Murakami has had on this state. Coach, you didn't just build a baseball program, you built belief. You proved that a team from Hawaii could compete and win on the national stage. But more importantly, you shaped generations of young men who carried your lessons of discipline, pride, and excellence far beyond the field. Your legacy is not only measured in victories, but in the lives you have influenced and the standard that you set. On behalf of the Hawaii State Legislature and the people of Hawaii, it is our privilege to present this certificate in recognition of your remarkable contributions to UH Athletics and to our community. Coach, mahalo for everything you've given to Hawaii, and congratulations on your enshrinement to the College Baseball Hall of Fame.
Keep Coach there.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call up a couple of College Baseball Hall of Famers, Derek Tatsuno and Coach Gene Stevenson, to officially welcome Coach Les into the College Baseball Hall of Fame with the presentation of his blazer. There is a reason why tonight was chosen because of the long-time relationship between the Hawaii baseball program and the baseball program at Wichita State. The frenemy rivalry, if you will, rivals on the field, friends off the field, goes back 45 to 50 years, and it all started with Coach Les and Coach Stevenson. So once again, let's all welcome the newest member, the class of 2025 College Baseball Hall of Fame, Les Murakami.